Hello, it's me, and today I'm going to be reading you a story. Well, it's not so much of a story, I'm going to be sharing a book with you. This is Jennie Maizel's Pop-Up London book, which is why I'm wearing a bowler hat and why I've got a map of London behind me. Now, this book's rather special because, as you can see, the pages all pop up like this. It's amazing. And each page has a new and wonderful place. Can you see? Isn't it great? So I'm going to try and work out how to tell this story. Oh wow, look. There's the Houses of Parliament and Nelson's Column and some London buses and Westminster Cathedral. And what's this here? Look at that. It's the London Eye. Have you ever been to the London Eye? Oh wow, look at that. We've got Tate Modern there. Can you see? And over there is St. Paul's Cathedral. It's got a huge dome on the roof. And this is the Globe Theatre. And it goes like that. And this is the building they used to call a gherkin. You can hardly see it anymore because it's surrounded by other really tall buildings. It's the nickname of 30 St Mary Axe, designed by Norman Foster. It's got 40 floors because this book has got facts written all over the interesting buildings as well. Wow, look at that one, my favourite bridge. Tower Bridge. Isn't it great? Some people thought this bridge used to be called London Bridge. This isn't London Bridge, this is Tower Bridge. What's down here? The Millennium Dome. Have you ever been there? It's called the O2. There's so much to see in London. And there is the Tower of London, where the crown jewels are kept. This is a good book, right? So I'm going to show you some of the pages and talk to you about some of the things you might see. So, let's have a look at Jennie Maizel's Pop-Up London book. Are you ready? Wow, look at that, how it all pops up. What can we see? Oh, there's the River Thames, look, running all the way through the story. And what's this? It's the Natural History Museum. And there is the Albert Hall, where you can go and hear wonderful, amazing music performances. And the Victorian Albert Museum. Oh, look, and a taxi cab. And look at this, there's really clever little bits all over this book. Little extra secret pieces to read. Little books, little facts. If I turn the book around, you'll see that you can see inside the buildings too. Look at that. There's the BBC proms happening inside the Albert Hall. And in Harrods, you can buy everything from lobsters to grand pianos. Oh, it's pretty cool, this book. Let me see, I shall turn it around and let's see what else we can see on the next page. Wow. Oh, look, the river is still running through. This time the river says theatres, trumpets and toys. Look, there's Marble Arch. And who lives here, I wonder? Do you know who lives here? That's Buckingham Palace. That's where the Queen lives. And over behind here, we've got Hamley's, the famous toy shop. And oh, there's a little secret bit under here. The underground. Oh, look, a little flap. Oh, look, and down there you can see a map of the underground. The letterbox and the guardsman and the changing of the guard. Watch that. Look, if I pull the flap, they move. Isn't that cool? I love pop-up books. Let's see. Oh, wow. This one says power, pigeons and premieres. From Abbey Prayer to Leicester Square. Ah. Can you find the monument to Charlie Chaplin, the place for movie premieres, the difference between the House of Commons and the House of Lords, and where the writer of the first dictionary is buried? Well, there's so much going on here. Look. Oh, there's a very grand car. It says, I'm driving a head of state to visit the government. Can you see all the buses? Oh, here is the Palace of Westminster. The House of Commons. Oh, look, there's Big Ben. And even, look, Nelson's column. There he is. And what's this here? It's the London Eye. Have you ever been on the London Eye? Doesn't go around that quickly, does it? It goes around pretty slowly, actually. You can get an amazing view. Let's see what's going on the next page. Wow. Oh my goodness, look at this. What have we got? We've got Tate Modern. And do you know what that one is? With a big domed ceiling there, like that. St. Paul's Cathedral, that one. And look, the river is still running through the whole story. Isn't that clever? Paintings, prayers, and prose. Oh, and here is the Globe Theatre. It's sort of got a bit stuck. It needs to go like that. With some actors. Have you ever been to the Globe Theatre? It's next door to the Tate Gallery, just like it is in this book. And look, there's that building. That's called the Gherkin. That's its nickname. Its real name is 30 St. Mary Axe. That's a bit boring. And it does look a bit like a gherkin. Let's see. Oh, there's a little ghost story book here. Oh, I'm not going to read that ghost story. I'm too scared. What else have we got? Let's turn over to the last page. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's Tower Bridge. And there's even a sailing boat, because do you know that Tower Bridge actually, this copy's a little bit damaged, so I'm going to be careful, but there's a sailing boat because boats can sail through the bridge. It was specially designed so that cars and vehicles can go over it, but also when they need it to, so cars and vehicles go along this road here, but when they need it to, this lifts up on the real bridge, not on this paper one anymore, I think. That lifts up and then boats can sail underneath, even though they've got tall masts. What's hiding behind there? Look at that, the Tower of London where the crown jewels are. Oh my goodness. And over here, now what do we call this? It says tiaras, towers and teams, because here we've got the O2. Have you ever been there? Used to be called the Millennium Dome. And we've got a thing here all about London 2012 Olympics as well. That's before you were born. And another thing, little ghost, there's lots of spooky stories in this. Well, I really hope, this little guardsman down here says, I hope you enjoyed your trip to London. Come again soon. Did you like that story? It was really good, wasn't it? Pop-up London. I wonder if you could make a pop-up map of somewhere. Where could you make a pop-up map of? You could make a pop-up map of your house, or a pop-up map of Catford, where we live, or a pop-up map of London, or a pop-up map of your garden, or a pop-up map of a made-up place as well, I guess. I think that you will find that during this week the teachers will give you lots of interesting things to do with going and having a look at buildings around where you live, and going having a look at what's in our neighbourhood. It's been nice to share this story with you. I hope you liked it. It's tricky with a pop-up book, but I think we managed quite well, don't you? It's nice to see you all. Take care, stay safe, and see you soon. Bye.